board, and Drew Diener's got, a whole lot of friends. Drew, who's with you, buddy?
Thanks, Al. I'm here with Chris Martin's own personal fan club. These guys call themselves the Martin Maniacs. Now, how long have you been following Chris Martin?
Well, I watched Chris Martin play in high school, and I was really impressed with his hard-nosed play and attitude, and he was one of the major factors of why I came to Transylvania, just to follow his career a little bit further.
Now, what about you? Why Chris Martin? Why not Daniel Swintoski, one of the all-time leading scorers here?
Well, I came and saw Chris Martin play, and I realized that he controlled this team, and when he goes, the team goes, and he has led Transy to the highest ranking in school history, and he is by far the greatest point guard in TU history.
Now, come on, if Michael Jordan was playing down in Rupp Arena and Chris Martin was playing in McAllister, who would you guys rather see?
Well, I tell you what, Chris Martin has a big fan club.
Okay, welcome back to the final, can you believe, final segment of the Don Lane Show. Don Drew Diener, one of my favorite guys, has done a feature on Chris Martin and the fan club this guy has. Did you know Chris Martin has a fan? Chris is crazy.
I'm anxious to see this.
Okay, let's go right to that feature now by Drew Diener on Chris Martin.
Recently, this campus has been taken by a storm, and no, we're not talking about any precipitation falling from the sky. It's a frenzy known as Martin Mania.
Martin, 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 Martin.
Chris Martin has captured the hearts of Transy fans this season, so much that he now has his own fan club, the Martin Maniacs.
It's hysteria here at Transy's gym. Martin comes in there, he raises hell. He's by far one of the best Transy basketball players ever step on the face of the earth.
Reminds me of Jeff Brasso. He hustles, he's always going after the ball, never gives up, and he's just got a lot of heart.
While he may be happy his fans sing the praises of him, Chris isn't exactly sure he can live up to their expectations.
These guys, they pick my game up to another level, and as you've heard some of their comments, I don't know, I believe they're making me out to a player that I don't know if I quite am yet.
Even though the modest senior out of Rowan County may not be sure of his own skills, they've caught the attention of other observers.
He's a big-time scorer because he can, when he gets you off balance with his arm, then he falls back. He elevates so much, and the ball's over his head that he releases it. And then you know, you say, oh, maybe it's going to be off, but then you can't even hope.
He seems to be at the right place at the right time, and it seems to know that it's his turn to take over.
The defining moment of this crowd favorite's career was a game earlier this season versus Berea, when Martin cracked the 100-point club.
They informed me that I needed about 60 or 70 points at the beginning of this year to break the 100-point club, and it's something that we've had a lot of fun with. And they all followed me down to the Berea game. There was about 30 of them there, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. They're making this an enjoyable season.
And what was the crowd reaction to this career milestone?
Oh, that was tremendous. He's worked 3-4 years for this, and he finally made it a senior year, and it's just tremendous effort.
Glad he got that. Glad he got that out of the way, and he deserves that, and that's a great accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely happy for him. I didn't know how close he was.
It's just one of the many accomplishments that he's going to achieve in his career.
And finally, we thought we'd ask our experts who they think Martin resembles the most.
He's definitely in the Tim Hardaway mold.
John Stockton,
Stacey Augman, Larry Johnson,
Dan Issel, and Jack Gibbons,
Christian Leighton, and Bobby Hurley,
Rex, Kenny.
You know, it's like when I remember playing against Michael. The whole game you trap, you do a great job. Maybe you hold him to 25 points, but you know who's taking the last shot. You know it, and he's a special player.
But with all the attention that Martin's been receiving, you got to wonder if some of his teammates might get a little bit jealous.
I better not hear about it. I mean, I don't think that anybody should get jealous of Martin. He's just out there doing his job and doing a damn good job at that.
For the Don Lane Show, this is Drew Diener.
Appreciate all those that appeared as guests on that particular piece for Drew.
Absolutely, and for free. I mean,
That's even better.
They volunteered their
Right.
time and services. Let's talk about a game you got